We've been hearing some swirling whispers to the effect that the reggae girls who recently qualified for the World Cup should be gifted land by the Jamaican government. And this is after the initial soundings that the Prime Minister should have declared a public holiday the day after they qualified. Of course, both the public holiday and the land arguments are twinned to the fact that the reggae boys also got a public holiday and land when they qualified for France in 1998. But yo, we don't cut out the foolishness. First of all, that 1998 Reggae Boys qualification was a novelty. That was a team of pioneers who will always be remembered as the first Jamaican football team to qualify for the World Cup finals. That team showed the nation and a generation of Jamaican boys and girls and men and women that the impossible was possible. And in that moment, the public holiday and giving out of the lands were understandable. But reasonably speaking, we can't just go giving out land and declaring public holidays every time a team qualifies for the World Cup or an athlete wins a gold medal. And look, this is not sexism or discrimination, but women's football does not have the same impact on Jamaica or on the world as men's football. It's not as popular, not as impactful, and importantly, it does not generate the same level of revenue. To put it in a nutshell, we fully love and support the reggae girls, but as Donkey said, the world no level.